Hi, this is Dave, Fell Running Guide. Welcome to this week's map reading task. This week, I think the task is a little bit easier than last week's. There were quite a few people struggled with last week, so hopefully you might find this one a bit easier. It's not a great photograph with the contrast, but I think we can pick out the features that we're looking for. So, can we identify this hill here, over to the right, circled in blue? Can we work out where this complex of drainage lines is over in the distance? And can we work out where the photo was taken from? The map is the Ordnance Survey 1 to 50,000. So somewhere on there are those features. Let's have a look at the photograph a little bit more closely. What can we see? Well, we're on high ground, and at this point here, just ahead of us, there's a horizon line and the ground drops away into a valley. We can't see that, that's hidden from view in what we might call dead ground, but we can then see a climb up the other side to our dome-shaped hill. The ground dropping away down to the left, and then beyond that, if we continued in that direction, we drop away down into another valley and then up the other side. We've got this big, broad, flat hill here with this spur dropping down off the left-hand side into another main valley, and then across that valley on the opposite side facing us, we've got these drainage lines and high, flat ground over beyond that. So there's the map. Can we identify those drainage lines to start with? Well, we've got a few draining down here in this area, the Cloughs and Jacob's Ladder. So if we were looking at those, we'd have to be looking from the south somewhere. We couldn't be over here because this ground here is going uphill. So we'd have to be here somewhere to be able to see those. And we haven't got that hill over to our right, and we haven't got that series of downs and up the other sides, the series of valleys. So we can't be looking onto that. Similarly, we can't really be looking down onto these streams here because we haven't got that high ground to the right. So let's have a look. Could we be looking to the south of the map? Well, these don't really fit these streams here. Here, look, we've got three streams coming down. So if we were looking at this area here from the north somewhere, well, let's see if we can work out the ground coming back to the camera. I'll put the map and photograph on side by side so we can have a look. Okay, so here we've got the landscape view, what we can actually see, and you'll notice I've orientated the map, so what's ahead of us on the map is ahead of us in the landscape. So this area here, we think, is this area here. So if we then come back towards the camera on the map, we have this spur coming down to this flat area there, Horse Hill Tor. So what we're looking at there is that slope coming down and this big flat area up here, Horse Hill Tor. And then if we were on Horse Hill Tor walking back towards the camera, we'd drop down out of sight and then climb back up again to this dome-shaped hill that we're looking for. So imagine being on Horse Hill Tor, drop down into the valley out of sight, up the other side, and then up, and then we're looking for a flat or dome-shaped summit. So the blue circle is on that point there. So that there is that, and then back towards the camera, we drop down out of sight again and then back up to us. So drop down from there into the valley, out of sight to there, and that is the photo location, just slightly uphill of the public right-of-way looking across. So as I said, not too difficult this week, I don't think. Hope you got it right. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's map reading task. Bye for now.